create a new Valentine's Day date look, and this is inspired by the Charlotte Tilbury's Valentine's look that is like viral right now. And so if you want to know how I got this look, keep on watching. Think about Valentine's Day, the first color that comes to your mind is probably red. Color of love, you see hearts all over, all the decors and fairy lights. I just wanted to step out from the cliched red because we just stepped out of the holiday season and a lot of red lipsticks going on. You want to see a difference for a while, right? So today's Valentine's Day look is inspired by a very fresh and young, youthful girl next door, kind of a very blushing girl going out on a date with her boyfriend kind of a look. So it's a lot of pink and a lot of blush, a lot of dewiness, a lot of freshness. But a more prettier version of you kind of a look where your eyes are not drawn to artificial, none of your features are like contoured too much, and it's just a very natural look, but a little more prettier and more feminine version of yourself. And what I pretty much do is, if you can notice that this eyebrow is kind of okay when compared to this. So I kind of fill up the extra spaces and add a little more definition to the entire eyebrow. Okay, now that is a little difficult to kind of like talk and do your makeup at the same time. And if you find me looking in like slightly above the lens, then it's just because I'm looking at the bigger mirror behind the actual camera lens. Alright, so I don't want to make it too over the top, like I'm drawing my eyebrows too dark and thick. Just a very subtle, beautiful, fuller eyebrow. Yeah, just to define the beautiful shape and the arch. Kind of like it to be lifted right in the center like that, and don't like it too thin. Yep, I think that's it. What do you guys think? Alright, so for me to get this eyebrow in symmetry with this is pretty much easier because this, I said, is already in good shape. You want a nice and elongated brow, so that kind of defines the entire shape of the eye. So you need to pull it down up to where your eye ends, and that kind of really frames the entire face and adds a lot of definition to the features in your face, right? Okay. You want to use the sharpest tip of the eyebrow proof pencil to kind of do the outer corners of the brow. Very simple makeup. For those of you who aren't really comfortable with makeup too much, you would still be able to pull this look together. So to start off for my skin, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Magic Cream, I was wondering, is like too expensive, like really way too expensive for a moisturizer. But Charlotte always promises that there's something more to this magic potion. So I'm just trying this product out yet for me to like, before I could really give my verdict on it. But as of now, I'm really loving it. So I want to prep my skin with the Charlotte's Magic Cream. But it smells, it's got a kind of a strong fragrance, and I'm not even a person who doesn't like fragrance, but this is slightly over the top. So if you're not somebody who is comfortable with very strong scents, then I'm not sure if you really like this. So you blend the product in, moisturizing your entire skin. It completely hydrates your skin, I tell you. Right? Are you one of these girls who feel like once you put on your moisturizer, you look like 3 shades darker than you are, but then you have this healthy, beautiful, natural glow? So that's kind of, oh, I like to put some of the moisturizer onto the lips. So kind of maintains the extra moisture. Now, you can already see how moisturized and supple the skin looks after this magic cream. So for the foundation, I'm going in for Charlotte's Light Wonder foundation, and I am in the shade 8 medium. So that is Charlotte's Light Wonder foundation. I'm kind of like trying this out. It's kind of new, so I'm seeing how much the coverage can be and stuff. So if you are an NC42 or an NC40, actually I was an NC42, but kind of getting lighter because of the particular skincare treatment that I'm going through. So if you're somewhere between NC40 and 42, then the shade 8 medium is going to be perfect on you. This is the Light Wonder foundation, and I'm gonna pump a little bit extra the foundation on the back of my hand. That's how I pretty much do my foundation almost every day. So I take a stippling brush and I go bump, 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 and yeah, perfect color match. And look at the consistency. Oh, I almost forgot. Now, if you want a beautiful ethereal glow to your skin, you can always combine it with a liquid highlighter. And I don't really have the the Charlotte Tilbury's, the reflecting portion. So today I'm going to use the L'Oréal's Glam Bronze GG cream. So it's this Genius Glow cream. So I'm going to just add a little bit of it along with my Charlotte Tilbury's Light Wonder foundation. It kind of gives a glow, and it has a little bit of reflective particles in it. So that is L'Oreal, great from the drugstore. Illuminator or any sort of a liquid highlighter. Mix it a little bit with the Light Wonder foundation or any foundation that you like, and then go right into it, because it gives a beautiful natural glow to the skin rather than making it too cakey and too matte. I somehow for the Valentine Day look, I like a little bit of dewiness to the whole skin and don't want it to look too much. So I go all over my eyelid and cover my entire skin. With beautiful portion. Look at this product makes me glow. Look at the coverage. It's pretty, it's natural. Yeah. The concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in medium. And if you're from India, you should know that Tarte actually ships worldwide for free. And you could also get it on cultbeauty.com. So, I love how thick the applicator is, so it kind of really covers the entire area in just a few swipes. So I don't want to go too overboard, but slightly. And then down the bridge of my nose, wherever I want to highlight it. Now you take the beauty blender, the sponge, and and go right into it. Blend, 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 blend. Slightly brighter under eye, and now to set the under eye, I like to use the banana powder, and let me just dip into it and get it out of my drawer. The banana powder, I like to put a little bit on the lid and kind of brush it in with my face brush. And for that I use the Sephora face brush, which is like a powder brush. May not be a great idea, but why not? I don't want to like bake it too much, but I just want to like set the powder in place, you know what I mean? So I don't want to like really let it set in for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and so just go right into it. So I dust off the excess. Guys, I'm going in for the shade Marie Antoinette. And I'm going right over the entire eyelid with this bronzy gold shade. Now the thing about the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows is that it is so creamy and so metallic that it kind of, look at how it looks. Like it has this wet, beautiful, ethereal glow to it. Even after it's kind of like blended out, you still have those wet, dewy eyelids. That is like amazing. Most of the other cream eyeshadows kind of like crease every time you like close your eyes and open your lids, but this one's like becomes like part of your skin and looks so beautiful. So blend right in. Cut my hair again. Yeah, look at that. I like to use my fingers for this, although Charlotte in her videos uses like a beautiful eyeshadow brush. I guess I'm like kind of like comfortable with my fingers, especially to get into the inner corners and like blend in. I like to basically feel the product on my skin. Oh, that's a lot. Never worry, don't worry too much if you like mess up and like add too much eyeshadow in this. You can always blend it out, because if it was some other eyeshadow, it will like kind of become too cakey and like get smudged up when you add too much. That's something I love about, you know, the cream eyeshadows. It totally blends in like a dream. Like, now that I got this beautiful shade all over my lid, I want to like take it down my waterline as well. So for that I might like need a eyeshadow brush. Lower lids, I kind of use these same Marie Antoinette shades with this flat brush on my lower lid. So I go right in. Beautiful, beautiful gold. You see what it does with the brush? It kind of like really smudges much lesser than how it is with my hands. Not too happy with the brush application, so I'm gonna try going in again with my little finger, trying to like cover my lower eyelid. Look, much better. See? And what makes this shade like really special is because this is the eyeshadow I use for my wedding makeup, so it is something that you have to have. Now for the inner corners of my eye, I'm going in with the shade Jean, which is a champagne gold lighter color. And what you do is you take a little bit of it on the back of your hands, and then you warm it a little bit so you don't get too much of the product on the inner corners, and then you go right in there like in the shape of a C. Right? Just to like brighten up your inner corners a little bit. kind of instantly opens up, right? Brightens up the entire look, I feel, right? Okay, now, oh, I keep getting off the camera. The rest of the face, I'm going in with the Beauty Glow palette by Charlotte Tilbury, and this actually has a highlight shade. Let me get you close. So you have the top 3 eyeshadow shades, the bronzer, the highlighter, the blush, and in the blush it has the Swish shade and the pop shade. So it's a very beautiful palette to me. It's got like everything in one, and the best of Charlotte Tilbury, I must say. Using the Real Techniques blush brush to do my contour, and for the Valentine Day romantic look that I'm trying to create, I don't want to really go harsh on the highlight and harsh on the, I don't want to go harsh on the contour. So I'm using this very light contour shade, which is like almost the color of my skin actually. So just to add a little bit of definition there. And I don't want to go all the way down there. So I just want to go up to here. Yeah, that's it. Brush your hair out. Yeah, that's it. And if you want to create an illusion of a shorter forehead, you can also contour on the top of your foreheads. Just a bit, don't do it too much. And the jawline. Okay, for the nose, I'm going to show you a trick of not really contouring it, but getting it right using the highlighter. Because as you can see, I clearly have to, do a lot of nose contouring to get that deflected septum straight, right? Okay, so, alright, so after the contour, I'm going in with the blush shade. So I take the Swish shade first, and then I swish it all up there. It's a pretty brown pink shade that complements dusky skin tones like so well. So you see how it is like a mixture of bronzer and blush. It's got brown and a beautiful hint of pink to it, very subtle. So I do the Swish shade on the other side as well. And this video will be so long. And now for the pop shade. So dab into the pop shade, take off the excess, and pop on it a little more with the pop shade, and you kind of blend it out with the Swish shade. Right in the middle of the apple of the cheeks, and then go along with the Swish shade. And you want to put it right where you feel like you will blush, because it's Valentine's Day. Why not? Oh, and usually before I start off my makeup, I always line my lip and prep my lip with some lip balm, and I think I kind of totally missed that today. So I'll go right in and add some lip balm. I'm totally obsessed with the Lancome lip oil, and I have it in the flavor melon. These lip oils smell amazing, I'll tell you. Just kind of like prep this lips a little bit as you're doing the rest of the face, so that you can always come back to it and then it's not too dry, because dry lips so not cute. The highlight, I go in with the face highlight shade of number 7 in the same palette, and kind of just drip it down like that. When you're choosing your highlight, what you must always have in your mind is it shouldn't be too shimmery, and you don't want the glitter particles to like flash out like you have too much glitter all over your face, but you want it to look very natural, blend it out with your skin, and appear like you're naturally glowing from within, you know what I mean? So this has a beautiful candlelight lit from within kind of a look. Charlotte Tilbury knows what she's really doing, I must say. No wonder her products are like priced over the top. but they're worth it, especially if you're like purchasing for your bridal trousseau, or it's a perfect Valentine's Day gift, I must say. This entire palette in itself is like a perfect Valentine's Day gift for your girlfriend. And I got this, my best friend kind of gifted it to me for my wedding, and that was so sweet of her. Like, she sent it all the way from London for me. And you have this natural glowy highlighter for your nose. Now, to highlight your nose, I kind of believe in correcting my nose or contouring my nose with a highlighter rather than the real darker brown shade of concealer or you know, the contour shade in itself. So what I do is I pretty much, you see there's a slight deviation on that side, on this side of the nose. So I kind of like to add a little bit of it in the starting or the bridge of my nose. Okay, and then I don't go all the way down, and then I do it on the tip of the nose, kind of like lift it up, bring a little lift to the nose. That kind of like really changes. You see that? I'm not sure if you see that, but I definitely see that. So that gives a kind of elongated illusion or sharper nose look. So you want to do it in the start of the bridge, not all the way down, and then on the tip of the bridge, a little elongated. Ooh, I love how my nose turned out. So, do you guys like it? Now for the lips. To line my lips, today I'm using the Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade 10C. So this is a pretty pink, rosy color that goes with the look. I like to like overdraw my lips a little bit, so I go slightly outside my natural line of the lip. So you see how I'm going one step outside of my natural line. So I do that to get away, to make the lips look more fuller and bigger. Yeah. And on the Cupid's bow, I still draw the same shade with slightly as well. Okay. I like to fill the entire lip with this color first, slightly to give it the so I do this because even if the lipstick kind of fades in after a while, you have the lip liner still, you know, seeing through, but you don't have your natural lip color coming out. Especially if you have a darker lip, I definitely recommend you do this. Alright, the lipstick, I'm going in for the Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick in the shade Queen. So I go right in. It's beautiful pink. So I like to draw this. These Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are so beautifully shaped, like the square edge of this lipstick kind of really helps you go into the corners and create this beautiful Cupid's bow shape that you're looking for. And look at this lipstick. I totally love it. See how the entire look is coming out. I think I need a little bit more of blush and a little bit more of gold on my eyes. Because I feel like it's a little too bronzy for the look that I had in mind. So using the Kathleen Lights eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow again from ColourPop. It was like a collab of Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. It's a beautiful color. So just want to go slightly over this with that color only in the middle or the center of the eyelid to add a little more of the gold hue to the eyeshadow, creating like a slight halo right in the center and along the bottom lash. That's pretty much how I like it. And for my eyelashes, and I'm just using the Color Bar eyelash color to like press and hold my eyelashes right there and release. Do the same in the other eye. Press and hold your eyelash. I know it looks scary, but trust me, it's easy. Okay, now you see. Okay. And over that, I like to use my, actually the best mascara that I'm like totally obsessed with is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. But perfect dupe for that is the L'Oréal Lash Paradise mascara. And I'm going to show you how beautiful and thick and voluminous and fluttery your eyelashes are going to look with this. Eyelashes and mascara kind of like changes the entire look. It brings the whole look together. So I like to go right in my lashes and bring it up like that. And then the corner lash kind of like defines the very elongated, feline kind of a look. So I like to work around that. My mascara on my lower lashes as well. So I'm not adding any eyeliner or kajal pencil on the lower or the upper eyelid. I'm just going in with a lot of mascara to like open this. So if you have your mascara coming out and smudging out like this, don't worry about it too much. You can always touch up with a little more eyeshadow and cover it up. I'm always very generous with my mascara. I go in for like 2 to 3 coats, and I like it that way, but do what you want to do, girl. On your Valentine's Day date, you want to go more natural or as subtle as possible. You don't want to wear a big kajal or a lot of eyeliner, a smoky eye. That's just my suggestion, that you just accentuate what you naturally have and bring out a little more natural, blushing, beautiful kind of look. So that's why I don't want to go with a lot of extensions and lashes and anything too artificial, you know what I mean? But you can always go overboard with your blush. So I want to add a little more of the NYX blush in the shade Desert Rose, a little over the pop shade. Okay. And if it is like a daytime date that you're looking at, I think you're good with this. But if you are going in for a dinner night, then you can go a little more heavier on the highlight, you know what I mean? No, there's no such thing as too much highlight. So, oh, I am using the Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Global Glow. And I go dab, 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 drip that highlight, dab, dab, dab. Now you can take a little bit of highlight shade and then go on the tip of your arch and kind of like highlight that a bit, but don't use the very silvery white base eyeshadows if you are like my skin tone. You want to go with something that's very natural and highlight that tip a little bit along your brow line. This is a very personal preference, so you can skip it if you're not really comfortable with this. Final look of the Valentine's Day special date look. So now that we've come to the end of this video, if you feel like you need to elongate the ends of your eye, the corners of your eye a little bit more with the Sephora brown pencil, I go in slightly in the corners of the eye and then add a slight flick over there. So, you know, a very subtle flick, kind of like adds a little more shape and definition to your eye and brings out the almond shape of the eye. And to finish off, I spray some Fix Plus because you want all the makeup to like melt in and look as natural as possible. So just add some Fix Plus. And if you like this Valentine's Day date look that I created, you can check out my blog for more interesting blog. It is Cynthia Robinson blog at wordpress.com, and you can also check out my Insta page, Makeup by Cynthia Robinson. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye bye.